This was way before I dated Devin. Right before she made me break. My life like uncut gems, nigga, except the ending.
Yeah.
No body shots hit my head, please spare my linens. They all mine to the very ending. They all owners if you got one and your debt is pending. That ain't your bitch, that's your credit interest. I'm the only nigga from her with a Getty image.
I think the contract says I can't reveal what I'm paid. But if you got money for days, they gave me a decade. I still felt played like this money not worth being a different nigga than I was at first. They said I fell off and I denied it at first until I dived in the dirt. I'm not a recluse, I just hide when I'm hurt. I thought money made me happy, it just cut me in half. I got everything I wanted, but I lost what I had. Now I hate what I got and I just wanna give it back. I just retired from work. I never thought that I miss it this bad. I would've never gave that shit up. I would've kept it under my arm or something. I just retired from work. I wanna vent, but it's hard to vent when out of all your friends, you the first to find success. How do you say you lost 20K in one day without sounding like you trying to flex? They don't understand my problems yet. They don't understand my problems yet. They don't even know
That was the first. I had made a lot of songs. I think I made that song probably like the fifth song I made, but I know I needed the intro.
Yeah, that was
that
fly.
was nice.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the Disciples of Lord podcast. That's your host,
Goldie.
I'm my co-host, Reginald L. Williams. And today we're joined by a very special guest, Mr. Victor Pope Jr. What's up, bruh?
A whole bunch of nothing.
Hey, Arlington's own Victor Pope Jr. That's you gotta put a handle on that.
I love that.
A-double-G, sure.
I love that. I love that.
So I mean, you blew up. When did you blow up on though? Like really start gaining some purpose. On what platform was it really?
Twitter was first. I think Twitter was like down there in high school.
Yeah.
And then, but this back when like Twitter fame was like, if you had like 10,000 followers, you were like, at least in the city, you was like, it was popular.
Yeah.
It was Twitter and then Tumblr and then Vine and then Instagram. And I think my biggest video ever was on Snapchat though.
Oh yeah.
What?
Yeah, I was on Snapchat. And everything else it all just aligns and trickles into each other.
Oh man. You say like back in high school. So, I mean, that's one of the things I can say about the later generations, the technology, like far as after the internet, the opportunities are like, are better than it was for somebody when like my age, old school cat like me, we had to depend on sports and stuff like that. But like, who was like your inspiration? Who you think was probably one of your bigger, inspirations and like get into entertainment?
Shit. Nobody really. Like I remember being in my apartments and everybody in my apartments would always be freestyling. I like the older kids. I was like 6 or 7. I always wanted to hang with the older kids. That's what they did, some Texas shit. I done came down. I don't really all that. And so at seeing them, I always wanted to freestyle like that. It was just always cool to me.
Yeah.
The older niggas was doing.
Yeah, already. What's up? Is that like, who do you like watching though? Like, do you have a comedian that you like, that you watch and just like, oh man, that you can take notes from and stuff?
Nah. I mean, I don't do comedy no more. But when I did, I never really took notes. I don't like watching comedians. It's that a joke is something you can easily steal, like just subconsciously, like right when you writing, it's easy to and also picking up their mannerisms and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, find yourself mimicking some of them.
Yeah, so I don't even like watching other comedians do comedy. Like some of my best friends are comedians, but I don't like watching comedians do comedy.
Okay,
I got a question on that. Like, why did you stop though? What made you just say, I don't like it, I want to go back to rap? Even though I was excited about it, but I mean, you killed the comedy scene too, though.
Yeah, I kill everything I do, though.
That's what I said.
So
hey, I told him that. I was like, dang.
So it's like, I mean, shit, I'm gonna do something. I might as well do the thing I love. I'm gonna be good at no matter what I do, then I can do anything I want to do.
Yeah.
Like I ain't got to do one thing just because I'm good at it.
Did you just wake up and just fall out of love with it, or you just was like, on to the next?
I don't know. I just always had my love for comedy, and my love for music came first, though.
Yeah.
And I got Hip Hop God tattooed on my chest when I was like 13, 14. Like I've been making music forever. But this, Rerouted was my first tape I ever released.
Yeah.
But I've been making music since 13, 14, and I dropped my first tape when I was like 27, I think. So it was just like so long overdue. So I just and comedy is just a better medium. For
you don't even look like you're about 27. You look like you about 22.
Yeah, I be hearing that. When I be with my son, everybody be like, "What?" Because my son 13. He my size. He got a down there beard and shit.
Oh man,
y'all look like brothers. I'm like, nah, my son.
Damn,
they be trying to card us both.
Nah, for real.
Well,
what are you doing?
Good side of taking care of yourself. That's a good side of taking care of yourself.
That's hard what you did, because I don't think people really realized what you did.
With battle rap was a fun phase. I think like performing wise, that's my favorite.
Oh, it was perfect
though. I loved performing. I mean, doing stand up is cool. Performing stand up was cool.
You killed that too, though. When I saw you on TV, I just almost lost my shit. I'm not even gonna lie to you. And then you said, "Fuck it, I'm finna go back."
Yeah. I started my life over, restarted.
I like that.
The restart button. I just dropped everything. That was my career. That's how I made money. I threw that away. I say, this is what I want to pick up now. I look at it like some people go to college and they major in some shit. They don't do no more.
75% of college graduates don't even end up in the field that they got their degree in.
Damn.
And so when I was when I decided to switch, and everybody's like, damn, why you switching? Why you doing that? It's like, bro, I'm gonna do something different now.
Yeah, probably outgrew it. I mean, it's and people use different things to help catapult other areas of that game. Especially if you're a true entertainer, then it is really no big difference. Yeah. It's just kind of just moving along to whatever your muse or whatever is carrying you and inspiring you to do something, to be creative. Because I cut for your music. It's way different than a lot of stuff I'm hearing now. Yeah. It's a lot of thought provocative stuff to it. It's a lot of like kind of being vulnerable and saying some stuff to where everybody else act like they just the Teflon done. Yeah. But yours, it got some substance to it. I covered it. I appreciate that, man.
It's real.
Yeah, I try to balance it out. I try to, especially these days, I try to balance it out. I think my next tape won't be as vulnerable. My next tape will be vulnerable, but not as vulnerable as my first tape. But yeah, that's something I do pride myself on, being a rapper, like being able to. I mean, I talk my shit too. I'm good at that.
Oh, yeah. I heard that too.
I talk my shit too.
Yeah, because I'm not her.
But there's a difference between just constantly talking shit and you could just you can cipher through a lot of people's bullshit. But then when it's something where you can relate to the person, they saying something and it's so relatable, it's like, oh yeah, I can ride today. I can be on an airplane for several hours and put that on. It's just kind of. And it's way different than there. It's unique.
It's not
in an era where so many people kind of sounded like. Gotta go check them out. Go check out this. But what I just got downloaded, it was Southside Vic. That's where I got to find.
Vic. Right. My debut EP, Rerouted, Southside Vic. What I dropped most recently? I've been dropping singles like the last year. This year and the year before that was really just dropping singles and recording visuals myself. But I'm ready to do a project now.
Wait, you mean you say you record visuals yourself?
Yeah, I used to shoot myself. Now I don't shoot myself anymore.
What videos did I see that you? I want to know.
I did the Ratchet Hoes one. When I was like, I got a thing for Ratchet Hoes. These alternative. Yeah, I did that shit.
I like that.
I did 3 meals when I was rapping about my dog. Nice chain. I bet they love you at that kiosk. Niggas trying to sound cool, talking about they got a coupe, but a coupe could be a Fiat.
Yeah,
I shot that one when I was doing the night. But I shoot, I edit, I do all that shit myself. I mean, I'm not finna do that shit myself no more because I was taking on a lot of. I had too many hats on.
Yeah,
and it was slowing up my general process. So I just put together a team.
People that you trust, like when you're doing it all yourself, then you have complete control, and then your vision of how you really want it done. But to put together a team with somebody you trust and really, got to kind of think like you, but at the same time can think outside the box and maybe make you change. Oh yeah, I like that. I like that idea you came up with. That's cool,
thanks.
man.
I don't want nobody, being the main chef of my shit. Like if somebody shoot my stuff now, I'm definitely gonna be there during the editing process, and I'm gonna be like this angle, because I learned to do the shit myself. I learned to do the videography. I learned to mix. I mix and master a good amount of my own songs. Like I do some of my own cover art. Like I like just doing shit myself. I was listening to my shit from high school, and I was just like, damn, like
you was still hard though, but it was different from now though. Like the growth is crazy to me. Like
especially and I started rapping again, and it was kind of like I didn't miss nothing. Like I was like I didn't miss a step. Like I landed on my feet. With it. It's like I've been doing it.
Just evolved a little bit more.
Man, I was so happy to show him this. I was like, let me just say, I had showed RIP to Take off, RP to all of them, you know what I'm saying, the little fallen soldiers that we, you know what I'm saying, we lost this year period. But I mean, like, just be honest, like it's that wave that's going on. You know, he like, oh, it sound the same. He gonna be honest, brutally honest. Like, it is not gonna be no, oh man, just cause he popping right now, it sound like him. I didn't even know that, cause he don't know. You know what I'm saying? He don't know the difference between Lil Yachty, and he just listening and he like, sound the same. So he always be talking shit about my music. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's some old shit that we can relate on, but he be like, this new shit, you ain't brought me nobody. Well, a couple people. You like Lil Baby. Yeah. He like Lil Baby and stuff like that. But like majority of them, he be like, ain't gonna get it. So I had put on your lip, I just retired from work. You know what I'm saying? He was like, oh. I was like, yeah. You like him? You like that? He was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go download. I was like, hell yeah. So thank you, man, for being in my playlist. You know what I'm saying? To getting me a point.
And he hit Arlington. That's the crazy part. He hit Arlington. So it was like, I love it. Man, I'm definitely gonna support it.
I love it. I love it.
I think that the main thing I try to do is just, I don't want to sound like nobody else. Like I gotta have my own style. Like, I'm just such a, I feel like everybody's so unique, and I feel like your music and your art should, like, you got to reflect that. Well, what's the point of listening to you, my nigga? I can just listen to somebody else.
Yeah. That's why that all gets so old to me so fast. It's like, well, you got a good song, and each one of your songs are really different. Yeah. They not really the same. Some people, their songs are all the same. It's just no different. It's no different levels to it. So the way you switch up your flow, and I just cover that part like, I just retired from work. I was like, that's mellow. For a young cat, I'm like, that's mellow. Because I'm looking forward to that day when I could just retire from work. I'm finna go play. I'm finna buy some more Powerball numbers tonight.
For real.
Shit.
So who made you fall in love with hip hop?
Probably my sister ex-boyfriend, my nigga Greg. They were dating at the time. And he would always come by the house, and he was a rapper. And I had like a little computer microphone, and that's it. And then I had like something I downloaded. And I was just trying to make my own little songs, and like I would show them to him. He was like, okay. And he'd be like, do this and do that and do shit like that. So yeah, probably him.
Wait, we're not talking about, he still rap?
Oh yeah, he still rap. Greg.
G-Stacks?
Yeah, G-Stacks.
Oh man, I love him. Yeah. Oh man.
And I also was a fan of battle rap always, like the Murder Mook and the Versus Loaded Lux, all those Smack DVDs.
Oh yeah,
made me a fan of battle rap. So I was like, I gotta do that one day. But that ended up being way down the line.
Yeah. So we watched a couple of them. It's about a few weeks ago, probably a couple of months ago. We were sitting here watching like a lot of the battle rap, some interviews you did about battle rapping and stuff. And it was like, yeah.
And that freestyle you did, very impressed. You impressed what they would call a dinosaur. You impressed the dinosaur. This is wonderful. That's what I'm just saying. Ain't that what Danny Lee kept calling Charlamagne? I'm just saying you impressed them. That's good. That's great. These old heads be really tripping about this new wave of music.
Hey, I'm very picky about what I put into my body.
Yeah, he don't like that
food, my music, all that stuff. Because music is one of my love languages. So in order to catch my attention with music, it gotta be something really, really authentic and organic and so different that I can I can use it when I'm cooking or I'm driving or I'm working out or something like that. I can use it for something. Some stuff it play out too fast.
Yeah, the older I get, the more I'm like that too. I just can't listen to whatever. But I still, I jam some bullshit just to,
Yeah.
Hey, did you ever listen to 6ix9ine?
Yeah, I did actually. Not on purpose.
That's what I'm saying. But I listened to it.
He reminded me like DMX, like how turned he was. He was like, it was just like upper, like turn the fuck up music.
Yeah. See, I thought. Thank you for being honest. It was in the beginning. Nah, man, he was all right a little bit.
Yeah, he had the hood behind him.
Yeah. So we didn't know what was gonna happen. Yeah. It was cool, but okay, that's cool. I
give almost anybody a chance. Like they get a chance. I don't listen to it. I don't like 100% of like nobody's stuff. Even some of my most favorite artists, I don't like 100% of it. But then you give it a chance, you listen to it, and you might pick up on something that they was trying to get out, a message that they was trying to get out. And that's why I couple, just listening to like 5 or 6 of your songs, it was like, they're all different. He got something he doing different in them. The sketches were funny too. So it was like, oh man.
Yeah. A lot of times I write a song and I'll just be like, I've said this before. So sometimes I'll try to say it in a different way, or I'll just be like, you know, I don't want to make that song again. I already wrote this fucking song.
Yeah. More than one way to skin a cat. Sometimes it can happen that way.
Yeah.
You just do it a different way, put a different, because almost everything has almost been done before. So that's why you see so many movies getting remade. Yeah. Nobody's coming up with really good original movies.
That's what I like to do. I remix my own shit. Like like by the time motherfuckers I release a song, that's probably the 5th or 6th beat that I put it on, like the final beat, because I want to be like, okay, I'll sing it this way instead of doing it that way. So I got to remix my own shit.
Jay-Z do that a lot. I got like the S.D.O.K collection.
Yeah,
and it's like, man, it's just a whole bunch of different bars and stuff that I've heard on different songs, and like he put it on, you know, behind a different beat. So I'm like, damn. Some of it I end up hearing later, but I like, damn, yeah, I got that from the S.D.O.K collection. That was some old shit too.
So, other than yourself, who do you listen to, music wise?
Right now, 12 Gauge. He's from Grand Prairie, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's nice.
Okay,
he's very nice. I'm a Big X the Plug is hard. I'll be jamming him. I like his voice. He has a deep voice and just his flows and the pockets he be in. That's dope. Drake, of course. I just drunk.
Excuse me. What you just say?
Drake.
Can you say it louder?
That Drake.
Yeah, who?
That Drake.
Yeah, that.
Don't say it no more. We gonna conjure up an orgasm out of her. You keep on saying that nigga name like that.
You heard the new tape? Okay.
Man, ain't it though? Ain't it crazy? It's crazy, right? Yeah. That. I mean, he really got He kind of got like. He got in his bag on that one. But he kind of really got petty on that one, though. He really got petty.
I think that's my favorite tape from him in a while. Like, since if you reading this, it's too late. Like,
really?
Yeah.
You didn't like Views? You didn't like that? I like
it. Was cool. Like, he be dropping some shit. I'm like, oh yeah, it's hard, but like, you know, that was just the best one since then.
And when he really just got in, I felt like he got in his bag with that Future and Drake, though.
Oh yeah,
that Future and Drake, he really got in his bag.
Yeah, that might be the best one.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, what's going on with them two. I don't know if they're like. Their energy together every time hit, never fails.
But they both. I'm pretty sure Future just records so quick too, and Drake do too, so they can just go in there and just put some shit out.
Yeah. And
they probably just got a high volume of songs to choose from since they both record so quick.
Yeah. But I'm glad you said that. That's first person on this show that has ever gave Drake his flowers besides me. I mean, I'm a
really Drake fan.
I like Drake. He get flowers.
You didn't say his name.
Give man flowers, but yeah, the dude go hard. I mean, I can appreciate his music.
But did you see how he just tried to disrespect him when he was like, "Oh, you're gonna get it right," and you might.
She kept asking you to repeat his name.
I'm just saying, I love Drake.
She kept asking you to repeat his name.
I got Drake.
I gotta hear it all the time, man.
I do, and I love Drake, man. That's the best artist to me, the best entertainment in my life that I've seen in my lifetime. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I want to argue that.
Them are more sustainable. Them kind of can be more sustainable. These cats that try to create this persona, this fake persona, you know, eventually that mask fall off, you know. Yeah, so it's just better when you can like be yourself. That's why I like Chance the Rapper and stuff, like, you know, listen to some of the stuff he say. You kind of put me in the mind of him. You kind of got like a mellow vibe, kind of like him, and like creativity where you just say something that I hate predictable songs. I can predict what the next lyric is gonna be. It kind because it makes it so simple. So it, like you got it's unique the way you not just your wordplay, just how you bounce stuff back and forth real smooth, like man, that's pretty creative for a young cat.
I think a big part of it is just I appreciate that too. But a big part of it is because, like I said, I mix myself, so it's mixing is a big part of writing. I always tell rappers listen, you'll get way better if you just start mixing your own shit, because you can write it on a pen or you can punch in, but when you can really see it, it's like it adds something like visually for the songwriting. Yeah, and I think that's the main way I try to stay fresh.
So you speak about mental health, like struggling with mental health a lot in your songs. Well, so like that vulnerability, like you know what I'm saying? Do you ever get like feel like, dang, that's too raw?
Yeah. No, I've definitely said some shit that I was like, damn, that's too. Do I want to say it? Like that's too? Yeah, that is too raw.
But man, I done heard people say that.
I had one. I think one thing I remember, I almost didn't release it because I was like, it's too much. I did a freestyle to the that Kanye Easy beat. It was Kanye in the Game. Me and me was never easy. And I was like, I couldn't watch my son this week. I had to take him to his TT. He 13. I had him at 14. That wasn't easy. I wondered, do we see me as a father or a brother? That's the type of shit that keeps me up awake even when I'm sleepy. And that was just something that always bothered me about how close in age me and him were. Yeah. And that's something that I never really wrote down or expressed like that, you know, because I had him so young. So like just the relationship dynamic, it would be closer sometimes. I would worry that he would feel more to a brother than as a father because we were just so close in age. So that was something that I was vulnerable about that, you know, damn, there could have been a diary entry, a journal entry, and that I almost didn't do. I almost didn't release. I sat on it for like 2 weeks before I released it because I was just like, it's too much.
Do you feel better about releasing it though? And like so like when you speak it out like that, that worry, it dissipates a little bit more and more.
Well, yeah, because then I'm not insecure about it no more. Cause I got it out.
Yeah,
it was in. I got it out. So
okay.
Because I didn't even think about it, you know. But when you put it like that, because it's similar like that with me and my mama. Yeah. You know, my mama was only like 14, 15 years older than me. So people see pictures of me and my mama, and they think, "Oh man, it's your girl." Like, nah, it's my mama. You know what I'm saying? And chicks, they be like, "Oh, who's that bitch? That bitch is my mama." You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So do you struggle with, like, you always like that was your mama though? It wasn't like, no, this my homie and then like it was always mama figure.
It was just always, you know, it was always that. It was never like, oh, this my friend or this my big sister or nothing like that. This my mama.
Yeah,
it never registered to me, you know, her age. I did, because I really didn't, you know, as a kid, I didn't really think about that. And my mom was real pretty. She would come to my school to eat lunch with me and stuff. So all my homeboys like, man, your mama fine and all that stuff. Like, man, looking at my mama like that. Yeah. So it never just, you know, it didn't register to me about like her age. It never really did until other people would bring it up. You know, they'd be like, oh, your mom is young. I'm like, yeah, she is.
I never noticed that.
Yeah, we was able to drive and party together. Like, yeah.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
But yeah, when you speak on stuff like that, and I be going on when you be going live, I be going on your lives, and it be people on there. Like, last time I was on your live, hey man, you saved me. Like, man, you helped me go through this.
Somebody did reach out to me about that line, and it was like, yeah, I feel the same way sometimes, that they worry about that with their because they had a early parenthood. They had a kid real early. A couple people said that. It was like, yeah, I'm going through that now, or I went through that, or you know what I'm saying, shit like that. And that made me feel better because it was like, I'm not YOLO in this house.
You're not. You're really not. I think that's what get people sometimes when they going through something real bad, and you just want to, you know, shrink into side of something because you think you're just going by it all by yourself and nobody else would understand. You'd be surprised how many people understand certain situations you may be going through. It's not completely unique to you. Yeah. So that's good that you shared that, and that, you know, people, and somebody listen to that and they feel relief. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They feel a lot of relief. So that's good, man. That's real good.
It's getting better though. It's some because you know we had D.O.K and Splurge and B.O. Double and some good artists coming out of here, and they came out of here and they made like a national splash. So.
Yeah.
Let's put respect on the name.
I was super sad.
Niggas just be naming Dallas and shit. And like, bro, you're not from Dallas, bro.
Yeah.
You're from Arlington for real. Just rep your shit.
Yeah, this guy might say you from Arlington. That's cool. Arlington.
Put the city on.
Yeah,
that's hop on the bandwagon. Put it on. I like
Jamie Foxx from Turtle, Texas.
I like the idea of that. Like, I ain't never heard of where you from. Like, I bet good.
Yeah, it's nice.
You'll feel it though. Yeah. You feel me now. Somebody recognize.
So mistake me if I'm wrong. You moved to Cali?
Yeah, I was in Cali for 3 or 4 years.
To do the comedy thing, right?
Yeah.
How was that?
It was cool. I mean, you know, we turned the fuck up.
Is it different?
Yeah, it was different. I mean, I was turned the fuck up out here because, you know, I was out here. I was also known for like throwing parties and shit for a long time.
Yes, you were.
When I stopped rapping, I didn't go from like rapping to battle rapping to it was rapping. I stopped rapping, and then I was throwing parties and like recording them, and I'm charging people to get in. Like that was my whole thing. But there was house parties and kickbacks type shit.
Yeah.
And I was always a party man. So when I moved out to Cali, I kind of picked that part of me back up, and we was turned the fuck up. And I didn't really want to do comedy. That's just being out there. I was just like, man, I don't really find no joy in this shit. And but I had a fucking ball, had a blast out there. LA is like nobody got jobs in LA. It was a 5-bedroom, 5 of us, me and all my roommates, and we was just all living like a motherfucker. Like everybody just every day we just chilling. And people just come through, and we was like a little clubhouse, little cornerstone for everybody. So that was fun. But also I had my son at the time too, but he wasn't in Cali. So he would fly out for like the summers, all of the holidays, spring break.
Yeah.
Every chance, flying them out. And there's no other like little kids there. Like this is like a damn near like I said, a clubhouse. Like this is a bachelor pad. And that was something that would bother me too, because it was like, I got my son around here, and there's like 4 other niggas who live in this hole. Like he was cool with all of them. We all from Arlington. We all know each other and shit like that. But I was just like, damn, like,
It's one thing when you got to worry about yourself and trying to focus on your career, probably trying to make a decision if you really want to do this at the same time. Yeah. And then putting your son in that environment too. He was like, yeah. It's one thing when you just got to focus on yourself. But then, okay, I got my little boy here that I really want to have him out here. And that
I was like, is it worth it having him in this environment? You know? Even if I really loved doing what I wanted to do out there, I probably still would have made the decision to come home.
Yeah,
because it was like, damn, and I would come home and I would miss so much. Like I said on that back home, the last track, it was like, my mama getting older, my daddy getting older, my son getting older. Like, you come home, somebody, they got a illness that they didn't have, or your niece got a new tooth, and it's like, I'm missing so much shit, and for what?
But something you don't even really want to do anyway, right?
I'm just like, shit, I'm really just out here. The only thing I'm passionate about here is turning the fuck up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can make it from here, though. Some people, I think that was kind of like.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You can make it from here. It was like, back in the day, a lot of people, and there's still some people do it now, because some of the opportunities, far as like the comedy clubs and stuff like that. But now, with social media, you can really get your stuff out there.
Yeah, that was the idea. But we were at the end of like traditional media. Like, when I was doing when I first started doing stand up, right around the time I was doing battle rap, the way to make it in comedy, it was, motherfuckers weren't really thinking about doing sketch videos from like their house. This is before everything. Motherfucker, you got to go to LA, or you got to go to New York, or you got to hope a fucking casting director is in a comedy club one night, and that was the way to do it, or like work on a script and try to shoot yourself as if you want to make it as a comedian. Now it's way different. You want to make it as a comedian, make sketches. And when I came up, that wasn't the case. Like I started off as a stand-up comic,
making videos yourself and putting them out now. I mean, it's way easier.
Yes, and a lot of times I feel like stand-up comedy is becoming a dying art.
Man, don't say it, because
it's you think about it like you think about the real big comedians. It's always like a guy. It's always like you go from Pryor, then you go to Murphy, and then you kind of the 90s were kind of a blur. It was like Chris Rock and Martin and shit. Like it was a lot of people. And then you go from Cat had it at one point, and then you go Kevin Hart. But like now, I don't think there's going to be a torch pass, because stand-up comedy isn't in the same realm that it used to be in. You don't have to do stand-up comedy to be that guy anymore. I see it like I just see it as performance. A lot of rappers can't perform, but they get in that studio and they do their fucking thing. It's just about like
he just said that. Oh God, don't get him started. Jesus Christ.
About who?
It was just about rappers. Period. I said this is every rap video.
Oh yeah.
They're toting guns and just
doing something. You know what I'm saying? It's so cliche. It's just like wash, rinse, repeat. Wash, rinse, repeat. It's gonna be just like the same thing. And all that. It's gonna be all that. So it was just, I don't know. It would be hard if you're passionate in it, because what's your inspiration? Especially if the director, what I'm saying, and then whoever wrote the script, got a certain idea and wants you to do a certain thing. I remember like Ice Cube, it was the dude that played Pinky, right?
Yeah.
He said, man, Ice Cube was so frustrated with him shooting that scene in that record store, because he could not get what Ice Cube wanted him to get. Yeah. We only see the end result or something, but just, he said it took him a long time to come up with that. Say it again, nigga. Say it again one more time. Oh, it took him a long time. to get to something that they really liked. And he's saying Ice Cube was just pissed off with him that he could not get the shit right.
So what are we going by? Vic?
Southside Vic.
Southside Vic.
My rap battle name.
Okay.
Yeah, my rap battle.
So what is Southside Vic going? What we going with Southside Vic? What we doing this next year, this top of the year?
Tapes. I think I was so focused on dropping singles and freestyle videos, just trying to prove I'm a rapper after I did my debut album. And now I just want to continue to make I'm going to start making 4 projects again. I got like 5 or 6 ready to go, really. And I'm just I'm going to start dropping next year.
Next year?
Yeah. So
That's what's up.
I'm on Apple Music, Spotify. Just type in Southside Vic. All my shit gonna pop up. Wherever you got title, you got fucking tune, whatever.
I like Lil Jon though. I'll ski. I'll ski, goddamn. I mean, like, goddamn. We needed him. He was much needed.
Ying tunes too.
Yeah, back then, that's all you really needed was a hook. Lil Bow Wow put a whole fucking verse in one hook. You remember that?
That's what it was. It was
I ain't
a phase.
never had nobody show me all the things that you done show me in a special. That's a whole fucking. But I like. Did you like that song?
Well, yeah,
I like
that. Was
song.
me and my ex. That was our song.
Yeah, I like that song, and that was a nice song. But if you to go back, it's like this nigga put a whole hook in his shit.
I think it's coming back to that way now because songs are blowing up on TikTok. So motherfuckers will go like you'll see these concerts now, and like artists who blow up off TikTok, they'll have they'll be doing like a sold out show, and it's huge, and like the crowd will be singing along only to the part that went viral. They don't know none of the artist's actual music.
Yeah. Damn.
So it's now all you need is a good 15. It ain't got to be a lot of times. It don't be the hook. It just got to be something that was catchy for 15 seconds.
Damn.
Niggas will know.
So do you think it's now social media is just coming? It's coming to like fucking up with artists, hip hop?
No. I think social media is the internet in general is like it's the final frontier of entertainment. All entertainment. Right?
No.
It don't go no further than that. And it's just something you just gotta fucking deal with as a rapper. Some rappers are everybody's just trying to drop more.
Yeah.
Not J. Cole. He's like, fuck this, and he's still cool.
Well, yeah, like, but when you have
on tour though,
like Kendrick too, like when you have a community, like you can afford to do that.
Yeah.
And if you got money,
Yeah.
Hey, I be. Man, I shall appreciate you for coming out, man.
I appreciate y'all having me.
Yeah. Thank you for podcast.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all watching. Remember, Southside Vic everywhere. You know, pop up.
Appreciate it for coming to the Disciples of Coloid podcast. We is out.
Y'all be good.